Okay, so this is where I'm going to be spending this weekend. I'll try to show you with a pen here. So this right here is Harper's Ferry. You can see the Potomac River comes in this way. The Shannondale River comes in that way. Last weekend I went north into Maryland from there. This week, because I have found some wild leeks and morel mushrooms down in this area around this time last year. So there's a road here. You can see Mount Mission right there, and this whole area is called Shannondale, and there's this live wildlife sanctuary right here, and it's acres and acres and acres. Basically, this Mission Road is this little white road that goes down here and dead ends right there, and there's no way out. It's landlocked between the mountain and the Shannondale River. So this entire, let me get back to it, this entire area right here is all hikeable, and it's just natural sanctuary and wildlife reserves for hunting in the seasons that are hunting seasons, and the seasons that are not, just hiking and enjoying nature. So that's where I'm spending this weekend, and I'm hoping to do a lot of foraging. Maybe I'll find some morels. I did last year, and definitely go back to the area where I found the ramps of wild leeks, and I will be harvesting a few of those to eat, make some yummy meals with those. Hey everybody, welcome back to Adventure Backpacking with Tom. This weekend I am down here along the Shannondale River in West Virginia, a town called Shannondale, and I'm gonna get going a couple miles in tonight. I am at an area where there is like wildlife sanctuaries. It's actually managed by the West Virginia Wildlife Management, and it's areas that are just recreational areas. There's acres and acres and acres of it out here, and you can hunt during hunting seasons, whatever the designated hunting season is, or you can fish down here along the river, or you can hike. There's tons and tons of trails. I have yet to explore them all, but I'm here mainly this weekend because last year this is where I found some ramps. Ramps are wild leeks, and they're excellent eating. They're only around for a couple weeks every year in the woods, and so I'm gonna head up to that spot. That spot is up, I don't know how well you can see this, but there's some cliffs here along the river. Up in nut forest above these cliffs is where I found the ramps last year, and also found a few morel mushrooms. So the elusive morels will be hopefully out, and I am going to scour these woods. I'm going to set up camp tonight, and then tomorrow I think I'm just going to leave my camp set up, and I'm going to do a lot of foraging and just try to cover as many acres as I can out in the woods. Try to look for morel mushrooms, and I'll definitely come back to the place I know where the ramps are. So we'll keep you posted. And tonight should be a peaceful night's sleep with this river sound in the background, because I plan to camp within at least 100 yards, 150 yards of the river, and be able to hear this therapeutic sound to sleep with tonight. Check out some of these cliffs here along the river. That's right above my head. If that thing fell, I'd be crushed. Pretty impressive. Goes up, I would say, about 150 feet. So the Virginia bluebells, I know I talked about this a couple weeks back when I was camping along the Potomac River. So now here I am, probably 3 weeks later, along the Shannondale. And these aren't quite in peak season yet, but check these things out. They're all bluebells, and they're absolutely everywhere if you look. And when they do get to peak, these fields will just be covered in lavender. And there's a bunch more up here. Such a nice day on the river. Check these babies out. I love these. And these white flowers also. This is lemongrass actually. That's something you can make bug protectant out of. And these yellow guys here, I'm not sure what they're called, but life is alive here on the river for sure. So I hope to spend a lot of time down here, hopefully find some mushrooms. I've already picked a ton of wild scallions that I plan to use in a soup tonight. Hoping to have some morel mushrooms with that, and definitely the leeks. So we'll be eating off the land today for sure. Check this out. Pretty sure these are bear prints down here in the dirt, right along the river. And if you look closely, there's some more right there. There's raccoon prints for sure. So raccoons like to wash their food, so I know they come down, but I think the bear come down here to drink. So pretty neat stuff. I haven't seen a bear yet this weekend, but you never know. I think these are bear prints. I think they're coming down and drinking, so there might be some in the woods. Maybe I'll get a visitor tonight. More Virginia bluebells everywhere. Look at them in the forest out here. I know this video doesn't do it any justice, but these things are gorgeous. I mentioned these wild scallions. So this is where they are. You can see that little bulb on the bottom, but mainly what I use them for is the greens, more like a green onion, this top part all the way up there. And these are all wild scallions here. You don't need a lot, and they're so plentiful, so you don't need to over harvest. And they're mighty tasty. And you could take these and dry them up, also chop them up and dry them out and use them as you know, for soups or as like onions and tuna fish or whatever you want to do. It's pretty simple to harvest these and keep them for use for a long time. All right, hiking along here. I don't know what this is coming up on here. Some kind of a structure. Let's see. Signage or all. What's in there? Huh. Looks like a little shelter of some sort. Guess if I wanted to, if the weather got bad, I could sleep in there. Let's see what's on the other side of this thing. Must have been a property at one point. They got it buried. A little trail that goes up underneath. Up over top and down here underneath. It's the entrance. Just looking through that window right there from the other side. Looks like just a little shelter. Who knows how old this thing is? There's no signs anywhere. I just passed something else of interest though. I'll show you. Looks like this is where they had an old well. That's pretty cool.